another beautiful day. I am sitting here with my violin and I'm ready to go. I have been looking up some really cool things. I'm so excited. First of all, I want to tell you I fixed the sound. So if you can't hear a difference in the sound, and the next thing, I don't even need these anymore because that's what I was using to kind of check and make sure my sound was good. What's the next thing? Okay, I went looking on archive.org for some more stuff because I'm just like, like earlier today, I was playing through my violin studies. I was playing through my, exercises, and then I'm like, you know what? And then I started playing through the classical stuff, like my classical fake book, and I was just like, yep, this is great. I love it. But then I get to the end of it and I'm like, I wanna look at some other things, I want to see some more stuff. So I went back to archive.org and I downloaded a few new things, one of which so excited to get. And this is on there. So if they have a problem with that, they got to go talk to the people at archive.org because it's there to download. Anyway, it is the tango fake book. And if you know anything about tangos, there's a lot of violin in tangos, in tango music. So one of the things I was super excited about, have you ever seen the movie True Lies? Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. And guess what is in this book? It's a very famous tango. It would really surprise me if it wasn't here. Hang on, let me find it. I'm so excited. That's not it. That's it right here. Now, I'm not going to play it for you because it has been copyrighted. I'm not sure if the arrangement has been copyrighted, but this was written by Carlos Gardel, and I'm pretty sure that this song is old, like old. So probably this arrangement is written by this gentleman, Mark Wyman, and Delph Music from 2006. Okay, maybe he arranged it, but I'm pretty sure this is a pretty old song. So some other great things though. I mean, I like to keep all of my stuff in iBooks. And so when I am looking at songs or stuff and I want to keep it, right, I always put it in my iBooks. And then that way I have my iBooks with all my stuff. So here's the Tango Fake book in the top left corner. And then here's the next one over is my brand new book. And then, so forth and so on. So I've got a lot of great books in there for whenever I want to play something new. Archive.org is a great resource for that kind of stuff. I think that it's definitely worth looking into and finding. Anyway, so let's get to practicing because I am hungry to practice. What am I going to practice today? Okay, I actually do want to practice. Hang on. I do want to practice out of, I've got to open it first. Well, that's not cool. Why not? Don't tell me things can't be opened. That's naughty. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Okay, I really got to make this smaller. There's no way I can look at it like this. There we go. And actually, what's really cool, and I know you can't see what I'm doing right now because I've got it muted on my desktop. I've got to, there it is. Okay, you still can't see it. There it is. No, that's not it. I opened the wrong thing. Let's try it again. You don't want to see like two of me. That's not cool. There we go. Right. So this is actually the very first violin studies book. It's probably where I should have started and I didn't. And so now, yeah, I know I'm naughty. So here is some of the initial beginning exercises, but I still think there's stuff in here for me. Give this page just a second. There it is. And it will come up. So this is exercise number 4 of this Sevsik book. And let me see. Let's make sure you can see all of it in your picture. I actually feel like mine is a little bit small for me to read, so I'm going to make it just a bit bigger. Oops. Well, doing that, look what I've done. Okay, let's pull this. Can I pull this down a little bit more? No, I can't. Okay. Somewhere around in there and I'm okay. All right, so we're starting on G, the G string. And by the way, there is nothing more important than practicing like on these lower strings to increase your stretch. I feel I need it, you know. Wow, I mean, I can tell I need that stretch. Ooh. Wow, and I thought I was getting better. Okay, so I feel like this part, the pad of my hand, is actually stopping me from being able to do these exercises. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to release my hand. I'm going to pull my thumb back further and really try this without pushing. I think what's really important with this stuff is just to become as comfortable as possible. Though I do have to say, this all seems very familiar to me. Like I have done it before, kind of looking ahead just to see if there's anything very familiar with this. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that this is very, very similar to stuff I've already done, or that I actually already have this book, and it was under the guise of something else. Let me look at this one. Ugh, that looks extremely familiar, number 8. Oh boy. Wow. So I'm not able to do it in one phrase, partially because I'm still getting that fingering down. And that's what you do, is you just break it down first. Almost. Okay, so something about when I do the One Direction, it seems to be a little bit more difficult. Let me get this hair out of my face though, because I feel like I might do a little bit better if I'm not struggling. And all I have is this. Hey, happy Mother's Day. I'm a mother. And my kids made me breakfast this morning, and then my husband made me borscht for tonight, which is great. And then we went for ice cream, so it's been a good day so far. Yay, I got it. But just barely. Oi. Let's try that direction again. That was hard. Oh, just squeaked in that last note. Not very good. Okay. Okay, so I've moved on to the next one. Yeah. I know it doesn't sound like I'm playing anything, but really what's happening is that I'm playing so lightly that it's just audible. And I'm getting those fingerings down. And sometimes that's what it sounds like as you're trying to get things done. So I'm not really that worried about what it sounds like right now. I'm just trying to get these fingerings. So I can almost get through it when I'm doing up bow, but can't really with the down, or no, can't really get through it with the up bow. Can do it kind of with the down bow. So that's down bow. Here's up bow. Hey, I got through it. So that's 8, but honestly, this does seem awfully familiar. I think I may have actually downloaded this. Oh, yes. Actually, yes. I actually have this book. Why did I think I didn't have this book? This is the very first one. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it then. Let's pick something else. Of course, this one, okay. So what's the difference then? Because the one was blue, and then the other one I have is green. Oh, so frustrating. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the American Violinist book again and just see if there's something else in the American Violinist book that I can use. Because honestly, right now, I'm just kind of struggling with what I can do otherwise. So I can't even remember where we left off in this book. This one's a little bit harder to read just because it's kind of faded and worn. So, and I really don't know like what I'm even looking at. Let's do the triplets. Number 66. It's kind of, you know, looks like we have two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. So, okay, so that was meant to be very short and sweet. Not, it for me, when I see a whole bunch of notes that are rhythmically all the same, especially if they're like small notes or like eighth and smaller, it's difficult for me to kind of pick out their rhythm, or I get the rhythm, but like they all just seem to marry together in my mind. So that's kind of I can't quite split them up. It's almost like when you're trying to teach a child to read and they see a big word, and what you have to do is kind of break it down into like exhilarating, X, and then you put a line down through between the X and the I think the E, exil. No, I can't even remember how you spell exhilarating. Sorry, but I mean you put by the X in the next letter, and then ill, and then between that the L and the next letter, a ting. You know, like exhilarating. And you break it down so that they have an easier time of digesting it. And if I were teaching this, that's what I would do. And that, honestly, that's kind of what the lines on the top of these notes are supposed to be doing for you. But I just have a really, really hard time. I almost need that line down the middle to kind of go, oh, mm-hmm. So that was a little easier because they're phrases, they're tied together. So that made it easier. This next one's going to be a little bit more difficult for me. Well, maybe not. Not too bad. Let's move on. Ugh. So I'm doing an exaggerated pause in between them on purpose to kind of help me find them and do a better job on them. Let's move on to the next one. No. Ah. So I'm still struggling a little bit, especially when I have to concentrate on notes, not hitting my other strings. It's just been a bane of my existence since starting this whole thing. I do work on it. I do try not to hit the other strings. I'm getting better at kind of finding when I do it. Moving on, number 6. Oh, okay. They wanted it in a, okay. Okay, now they want it all in one. So if you look, 6 is on top, 7's on the bottom. So I kind of been I guess skipping the bottom ones. No, oh no. This is where they start that. Okay. I just missed that last note. Okay. And then 8, which is the same thing it seems like as 7. Oh no, it's all in one instead of 2 phrases. So you really have to be fast. Ugh. Yeah, okay, so the first time I did it, I almost got the whole thing in there, but you really have to be fast. So it's really, yeah. So I was able to do it in a down bow. Doing it in an up bow, that's another story. Yeah, doing it in an up bow, super hard. So this is definitely something I have to work on, my up bowing. And this is a great exercise to show me exactly where I stand with that. Because it's not that it's hard per se on notes, but what it is hard on is technique. And so that was actually really good. I probably could have found something similar to it in Sevsik, but yeah. Anyway, okay. I almost feel like I want to just move on to music right now, like playing something, but what I really want to play is that tango. That's what I really want to play. Which I have a thought. Hang on. I had this stupid thought, and I have to track it down now. Where is my okay. Hang on. I'm going to go on archive.org. I'm going to look specifically for this tango and see. Hang on. Archive.org. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen for you so you can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Oop. Okay. There. Okay. So, I kind of wonder how I'm going to do this so you can see it. There, it's kind of, I have to cover up my whole face in order to do it. Well, there it is on the side. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the name of it, Por una cabeza. And don't give me crazy stuff. No. Seriously? You stink. Por una cabeza. Thank you, you jerk. Okay. This is one of those things where it's like, argh! Okay. Now what I want to do, okay, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back because this is irking me big time. Sometimes this kind of crap happens. Ugh. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now you've got all these recordings of it, but I want to see if, okay, so I'm going to go over to texts. There are 105 texts, and one of them has to be it. It's it's not really showing me, which really stinks. If you see it, let me know, because this is one of those things where it's like, I just want it and I want to play it, but I don't want to play something that's copywritten because I get flagged all the time. Really? Pokemon? All right, I will have to look for this later. I'm not even going to worry about it. Let's go to... I will look for it later. Let's go to the Jazz Fake Book. The first time I tried to record for you guys was about 3 days ago, and I had stuff up on the here, but unfortunately, I had a lot of problems with the audio, so that stunk. But there were a lot of great tunes that I played, and I just want to show that I enjoyed it, and so there you go. Let's see, this would be not the Tango Fake Book, Jazz Fake Book. There it is. Okay. Just want to make sure you guys can see it. And holy cannolis. Why are you so huge, Mr. Jazz Fake Book? There. Now you're at least tolerable. And I'm thinking to myself, people are getting tired of me not doing this stuff. Okay. So here's the Jazz Fake Book. Tons and tons of great tunes. Let's fast forward to where there's actually music. Okay. And I know for sure I played a lot of cool stuff. I played some cool stuff earlier. I can hardly see this though. I gotta tell you, this is really hard for me to see. Okay. Bebop, Bernie's tune, Best You Is My Woman, no. What did I play that first day? So I apologize for like just talking most of this practice, but sometimes when you're, I'm so not ready to play this song, I don't think, but I really love it. This song is so great. And, oh, come on, stop being weird. That's what happens. Just lose your mind. Okay. I will try to play this. I'm not sure if I have my phone with me. I do have my phone with me, though I don't know whether or not I have this song on the thing. Connected to Amy iPhone 8. Connected to Amy's iPad. The night. Is it in B flat? Yes, it is. I'm not even sure like how fast this is normally played, so wow. I think I'm better off not having any music, at least to start, just because I'm really rusty. I practiced earlier today, but I feel like I'm just super rusty right now. Okay. You know when you just can't get comfortable? Of course, it doesn't help that my legs are crossed. So what I'm doing is instead of playing the F up on the E string, I'm actually jumping up or moving into like, what would you say, third position? Once again, vibrato with the first finger. Where am I? Wow, I mean, I'm just like, okay, let's go back. I'm gonna go back because this whole thing depends on me playing in second or third position. And I'm gonna start back where it says now the rains have fallen. So let's see if I can improve. So what I have to do is once I get on that F, then when I go to the D flat, I have to be prepared for that. So I'm going to start back at now the rains have fallen. Don't hit the other strings. So because that's not a D natural, it's a D flat, I'm going to be having to adjust for that. So it's a larger stretch. Okay, doing it again. And again. And again. Try it again, all together. Get comfortable. It's not gonna happen. You know, I kind of wonder about, I'm sorry, all of a sudden it's just like my shoulder rest is bugging the crud out of me. It's not sitting right or whatever. And you know, I've heard of violinists going through this where they're just like, oh, nothing feels right. That actually feels right now though. Okay. See, that's what happens. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do that whole thing again. Let's start right from the same spot. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. All of a sudden I'm wondering if my my thing's in tune. Okay, it's in tune. Huh, so what's going on here? Well, okay, so to be fair, I really don't know this second part. I've only ever heard the top half of Blues in the Night, which goes up to a clickety clacks echoing back the blues in the night. I've never heard the evening breeze start the trees to crying and the moon'll hide its light. I don't know any of that. I only know this part at the top, so I'm going to go back to the beginning. Not that I'm opposed to it. It's just, I find it's enough. Wow, that is hard to do. I just want to get that D. So having 5 strings, my strings are closer together, and I do have a C string to contend with instead of just ending at the G. So certain notes give me problems. But I chose it, so. Okay, so yep, got through it. Not fabulous. Certainly not. I need to work on that. Definitely work on that. But that's okay. I love the song. What's another one that I really, really love? I'm gonna just play maybe one more. And then just say, that's good. I played Candy not too long ago. This one is, this practice is actually really more closely to what my practice looks like when I am alone, which is fine. That is actually why I am doing this. I really want you guys to see how much you have to go over things to understand how it works. Okay, I'll play A Cottage for Sale. This song I really love. I heard it first with, what is her name? She's a great singer, and she's recently passed away. Natalie Cole, Nat King Cole's daughter. And I bought her album because I loved it. I'm not sure, well, I don't know which direction that went in. Did I buy it because I love it, or I'm not sure. Anyway, A Cottage for Sale is a great tune. Oh, if only I could spell. Okay. There it is. Written by Willard Robinson. That's the music. The words by Larry Connolly. You can read all this stuff. 1930. Key of E flat. No, yeah, E flat. So this song is actually kind of fast paced. Sorry about that first note. Okay, I feel like I need to wipe my strings. They sound like they're gunked. Yeah, they're gunked. Far too much gunk on my string. Oh my golly. You should see them. Let's see. It could be that my bow's too tight too. Wow, I'm just hitting strings left and right. Do not like that. All right, let's try this. Okay, I feel like this is too tight. Yeah, so messing around, trying different things at the end there. Yeah, I know. It was a mess, and that's okay. It's not, if there's one thing, I was thinking about it today, and it's like, you know what? If you're going to try improvisation, then practice should take risks. And if you don't ever take risks in your practice, you will never grow. And that's growth means taking risks, means practice. So practice plus risk equals growth. Yeah? I'm not saying take risks on a stage. If you're not, I like trial by fire. That's why I'm doing this. But yes, practice plus risk equals growth. And if you never try, then you won't ever get there. So I love this next song. I will try to make it my last one. It's in the key of E flat as well. I must be a glutton for punishment. Honestly, those A flats and those E flats, those high E flats, are a killer on the violin because you have to play them with your pinky, and half the time you forget, and that's why it's like. But I love this next song. It's slow, but it's really pretty, and it's so good. It is like it's every woman's like vamp. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to get very much of a lead in. I think that I'm going to end on that high note because to me that was pretty good. Yes, there were a couple of times I hit other strings, but I really felt like that was the best I could do on that song at this time. I love the tune, and I hope that, whatever you do, just remember practice plus risk equals, no, what is it? Practice plus risk equals, well, I don't know. Now I've forgotten what it is. I'll have to go back and look. Progress. Definitely progress, though. Practice plus risk equals progress. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless you. I hope that you go and endeavor and do and be and grow. Happy Mother's Day.